I have been challenged to explain the truth behind why waterbeds are the best.
The best for murder, maybe.
Yeah. Very comfortable, soothing. You'll never see me coming.
No.
Phrasing, yeah.
Are we still doing phrasing?
I don't believe they are.
Ripley said the Android Bishop.
All right, let me briefly describe why waterbeds are the best. They're tricky to set up, which appeals to my need to fiddle with stuff endlessly. Because you need a garden hose and a kit to actually screw everything together to pump water in the first place, and you have to get it just right so it's good. You can't sleep on it right away once the water's in it, which means that you're basically trying to earn your sleep for the night. You have to plan ahead and get it all done.
Do you do this every night?
No, I only have to do it once, but then I have to fiddle with it for a few days.
Oh my gosh, you don't have fresh water daily in your waterbed?
No, I don't. That would get really
Super
expensive.
rotten at this point.
I had a leak in my bed a few weeks ago. And
Not the first one.
Not the first one. I've had multiple leaks. There's the bed.
Is that what we're calling it?
In what?
Your waterbed leaked?
My
Is
waterbed
that why you
leaked,
woke
yeah.
up and it was
You
wet?
wet the
Yeah.
bed, Beej.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was laying on it and water appeared, so I guess
Water became.
water became. But the nice thing about it, so in all seriousness, what I really love about a waterbed is that when I get into it, it is always the same temperature, so it's always warm. And if I get too warm during the night, because it's set at a certain temperature, it steals the heat from my body so that it regulates the temperature overall.
It steals the heat from your body.
Yes, so I'm always at a cool, comfortable temperature while I'm sleeping. If I roll over onto my side, as long as there's enough water in the bed,
You launch your wife like a ballistic projectile.
out of the bed, and then more space for me. But if I lay on my side, if I lay on my back, if I lay on my stomach, the bed deforms to fit my lumpy body. And
Or does your lumpy body deform?
I mean, when it comes
Something's
down to
deformed
it,
here.
when we talk about like in at the quantum level, everything's kind of intermingling anyway. So yeah, but what I like about it the best is that I crawl in it's one temperature. It's always once I get it set, it's at a perfect temperature, and then I just need to lie there, and I can just move slightly, and it just kind of slowly rocks me back and forth to sleep, which irritates my wife. But for me, it's great. And
really gets you to
and it
sleep.
provides support at every little tiny part of my body because of how it's supporting at all these little spots. So the next thing we're moving to probably is going to be memory foam, just because I am keen to have the same kind of support and for it to be soft.
Beej, you left out the actual best part of a waterbed.
If you drop it on someone, it weighs over 1,000 pounds and will easily murder them.
That's right. No, but burping a waterbed is great fun.
Oh yeah, no.
Burping a water
Well,
bed.
because when you fill it, air will naturally come in because it's being pumped in through
And
the
it
hose.
pulls away from the...
Yeah, and then whenever you lay somewhere, yeah, the air
That's
moves.
made it slosh.
It always moves to the corners, and then it makes a sloshing noise whenever you move around. So you have to burp it. So what you do is get someone to go at the end of the bed. You can do this if you have you can have an air extractor, but I don't have one of those. So instead, what you do is you have somebody hold the valve up on the bed. I ask Heather to do that. Then I go to one end of the bed and I roll down it like a log very, very slowly, and that pushes the air out. And she just has to hold it high enough so that the air keeps moving to the end, and then just slowly brings it back down. And then you let the water come up until it's about halfway up the thing. You put the cap in it, put the thing back on, and generally you'll have just a tiny bit of air that'll move its way to the corners. Doesn't move around at all.
That's messed up.
So it's super good.
Sleep tech.
I really like it, but they're impossible to find replacements for.
All right. Now tell us about the Rogers sleep number system.
I don't know anything about
Please
that.
don't. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to hear.
But
about
that was a
it.
challenge, and now that challenge is over.
Yay.